Well, the situation is tense in Kannur in Kerala's district. In fact, in the state of Kerala, in a shocking incident, what we hear is that 4 CPI-M activists suffered very serious injuries after country-made bombs were hurled at them. Now, the injured CPI-M workers were immediately rushed to the local hospital, and in retaliation, the left activists launched a counter-attack on RSS activists, targeting their houses and shops as well. The Kannur police have now launched an investigation into the claims that have been levelled by the CPI-M workers and by the RSS workers as well, with the clashes now taking place between both the groups on Tuesday, with the CPI-M alleging that the RSS workers were the first to have hurled bombs that injured 4 party men, and it was in retaliation that they attacked and vandalized the houses of the RSS workers. Straight across now to India Today's deputy editor for more details and updates. Rohini, political tension in the state on the rise yet again. The blame game has begun. But tell us more. What is the latest information that you have?
Well, as of now, what we know is that the police are investigating and trying to find out that the attack in the RSS office in Payyannur, whether that place was set on fire or petrol bombs were hurled. Now, the allegation that has been made by the BJP and the RSS is that petrol bombs that were hurled at them. But let me tell you the sequence of events. There was a rally that was taken out, a procession basically in memory of a CPI-M worker called Dhanraj, who was killed early this month. And during that procession, the CPI-M alleges that RSS workers actually threw petrol bombs at the procession, causing around 4 to 5 people who were seriously injured. They were rushed to a hospital. After which, as a retaliation, what has been seen is that the RSS office was set ablaze. Now the police are trying to find out who these miscreants are based on the information and eyewitnesses over there. But let me tell you, the area of Kannur and especially Payyannur has always been tense. This is a place that has been politically tense for the simple reason that for nearly 40 years that we have seen that the RSS and the CPI-M have been fighting there, and this for political gains. That area is largely a CPI-M bastion, and they have control of over 3,500 villages. The RSS is trying to cut into the CPI-M bastion for so many years, and that is why we've seen these kind of clashes.
Right.
But it's quite grotesque in which these attacks take place. There are murders that take place from both sides. We've seen RSS workers being murdered as well as CPI-M workers being murdered there.
Okay, for now, Rohini, thanks so much for joining us. Keep a close watch on the situation that prevails in Kannur district in Kerala. Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, it's Kamal Haasan versus the Hindu fringe group yet again, with the Hindu Makkal Katchi filing a complaint against the superstar, and the group is now against him for hosting the Tamil version of the reality show Bigg Boss. The group has filed a complaint with the Chennai Police Commissioner asking for the arrest of actor Kamal Haasan and all the other participants of this show. Now, they claim that Kamal Haasan has tarnished the image and the reputation of Tamil Nadu and Tamil culture, and thereby they are demanding his arrest. Let's go straight across now to Priyamvata for more details and updates. Priyamvata, it's not for the first time that the superstar has run into trouble with the Hindu fringe group, who are now demanding his arrest. But what reactions have you got from the superstar or from the Chennai Police Commissioner?
Well, as of now, the Chennai Police Commissioner has decided to look into the case and then take an action. Of course, they have not been issued, no FIR has been registered, just a receipt has been given CISR as it's called, given for receiving the complaint, nothing more than that. But this fringe element conducted a protest last week also against Kamal Haasan's Bigg Boss version, saying that the reality show is violating the Tamil culture. They quoted certain scenes where a few participants seemed to use language which was not suitable for Tamil Nadu. However, when Bigg Boss was launched, when we had interviewed Mr. Kamal Haasan, he clearly said he feels very proud to launch himself in the TV industry with a show like Bigg Boss, which brings out the emotions and brings out the reality of people, rather than launching himself in any other kind of a program on the TV. So right now, even Kamal Haasan's side is maintaining that these fringe elements are only trying to garner publicity and trying to get attention by staging a protest or launching a police complaint, because we also know legal experts say that there is no major ground for these fringe elements to say that this this reality show is violating the sentiments of Tamils.
But just stay on with me. A short while back, we spoke to Chakrapani Maharaj, who represents the Hindu Mahasabha, and this is what he had to say.
नहीं, सलमान खान ने कभी रामायण महाभारत पे कमेंट नहीं किया, इसलिए विरोध, और जहाँ पे वो गलत बोलते हैं तो विरोध किया जाता है। लेकिन इन्होंने तो सीधा सीधा, और एक बार नहीं कई बार इन्होंने वो किया है और हमेशा करते हैं। और देखना निश्चित रूप से आइए इस सीरियल को बिल्कुल वो करना चाहिए, इनको गिरफ्तार करना चाहिए। अगर जो नहीं होते हैं तो आने वाले कल में एक बहुत बड़ी वो होगा जो लैंड ऑर्डर बिगाड़ देगा। जो इस तरह की कई कमेंट करेंगे, जो कई चीजें हिंदू धर्म पे बोलेंगे, हमारी संस्कृति के खिलाफ बोलेंगे, जब विवादित उसकी टीआरपी बढ़ाने के लिए, जिससे निश्चित रूप से भावना आहत होगी। तो जब इनका कैरेक्टर ही उसी प्रकार से रहा है कमल हसन जी का, कि जो बार बार कभी किसी पे कमेंट करते हैं हमारे धर्म शास्त्रों पे, तो निश्चित रूप से जिसका मूल ही ऐसा हो तो फूल तो अच्छे आएंगे नहीं, फूल निश्चित गड़बड़ आएंगे। तो ये आने वाले कल में ये एक गलत चीजें देंगे। तो इसलिए इसको पहले ही गिरफ्तार इन लोगों को करने चाहिए और इसको तत्काल रोकने चाहिए। वो हिंदू संगठनों की जो मांगे हैं वो ठीक है, बिल्कुल जायज है।
Premata, it seems that the superstar, finds a way to get involved in some controversy or the other. Did he make any comments to have triggered the fringe group, to seek his arrest? Or has this show been in the news for the longest time? Why are they demanding the arrest of the contestants who will be participating in this reality show?
Well, Avantika, I'm quite surprised they dragged Kamal Haasan's name. He's merely a host who comes once or twice in a week and talks to the participants. As far as I have watched the show myself, there has not been anything so derogatory, anything that will demean the Tamil culture in any way. Of course, there could be creative differences about the way the show is being conducted, about the conduct of the participants, certain words it's used, because it's like any other Big Boss that we've seen in UK or in Hindi, where participants live their life inside four walls. They do use certain words, they do talk, they do behave like normal human beings do, except that there are cameras around. But this group is demanding that there are probably certain intimate scenes, there are certain vulgar dialogues pronounced by mistake by these participants. But why demand Kamal Haasan's arrest is a big question. Action against participants or the said participant that they're quoting could actually mean something. But then demanding Kamal Haasan's arrest is probably just to do with his superstar status and the name.
And does it have anything to do with, the fringe group taking serious objection to the comments that he had made regarding the Mahabharata? I mean, have they not been able to let go of that incident and are now thereby demanding the arrest in the fear of Kamal Haasan making a comment that they feel would, go against Hindu sentiments?
Very much possible, considering that Kamal Haasan has been very vocal about his thoughts, be it on censor board, functioning of the censor board, or functioning of the freedom of the movies, or Jallikattu issue, or even about Mahabharatam. We know that Kamal Haasan is an atheist and a rationalist, so he had made certain comments about Mahabharatam to a private Tamil channel. So that went to the court, and then the case got it was kind of diluted because there was no strong basis to the comments made by Kamal Haasan. So he's been very vocal about his thoughts on all the issues, including the political issues, Avantika. That's what we have to notice here. Though Kamal Haasan has kept saying that he's not interested in politics, he will only be a participant in what is happening in the society, in the country, but he has spoken out against corruption. So there is every possibility that the fringe groups want to make use of this opportunity to provoke him, probably make him say something political and try to get him woven into a political issue. That's precisely possible.
In fact, Premata, just stay on with me. I also got a chance to speak to actor Kasturi about the latest controversy that Kamal Haasan finds himself in. Let's listen in.
This is absolute ridiculousness. It's unnecessary controversy.
Yes.
The only beneficiary of this entire exercise is the Hindu Makkal Munnani or Hindu Makkal Kachi. See, by the end of the day, I'm going to know their name pretty well. So that's pretty much it going on here. I heard someone else speak while I was waiting on the phone about भारतीय संस्कार और मेरी समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि इसमें भारतीय संस्कार का क्या कनेक्शन हो सकता है. If the culture of India is dependent on one person's words, that is a very fragile culture. I mean, I think he insulted our culture that has withstood the onslaught of several centuries of adverse criticism much more than any one individual can. Number one. Number two, this is a show that has been visible in its global version and its Bollywood version in Tamil Nadu day in and day out. So this is not a new show that people are unaware of. Perhaps in the Tamil language with Tamil speaking contestants, because not all of them are even from Tamil Nadu. So it's just a show. At the end of the day, people need to take a chill pill. Politicization of Mr. Kamal Haasan has been a very, very easy path to take for people who need quick publicity. And poor Mr. Kamal Haasan has been a scapegoat in the past because I think he doesn't have the kind of support a regular politician or perhaps somebody from a fringe group will enjoy in the state.
Okay, so that was news about Kamal Haasan, and there's also news regarding his good friend and colleague Rajinikanth, who has sought a week's time to reply in a legal case that has been filed against him regarding his upcoming film Kala. Film director Ranjit and superstar Rajinikanth have sought now 1 week's time to respond to a plagiarism charge that they face, the case that was filed by a gentleman called K. Rajashekharan, who claims that Kala's movie plot and title was taken away from him. In the complaint, Rajashekharan, who is said to be an assistant director, has alleged that the film is the title of his ambitious project that he had aspired to make with the superstar in the lead role about a decade ago. We have the reaction, in fact, of Rajinikanth's son-in-law Dhanush. Let's listen in.
We've seen that, not just direction, acting, but you're also producing the next movie, which is with your father-in-law and superstar Rajinikanth. Kala is in process. So how is it panning out? When can we expect it?
Well, we all want to make it the biggest ever, of course. And it's not a very tough task when you have the superstar himself in a film. And it's a great honor and privilege to be producing a film which stars superstar Rajinikanth sir. So I'm very happy, I'm very honored. I don't think Undabar Films, that's my banner by the way, I don't think Undabar Films could have been more blessed.
Priyamvata is with us. Priyamvata, the two leading superstars of Tamil film industry finding themselves in the midst of controversies. Tell us a little bit more about the plagiarism charge that has been leveled against Rajinikanth and the makers of the film Kala.
Well, the movie is called Kala Karikalan, which comes after the name of a Chola king, dynasty king here in Tamil Nadu. Rajashekharan, an assistant director in the film industry and also works in some serials here, has claimed that the movie title he had registered 12 years ago and had been renewing it almost every year. So there is no way that Karikalan title could be taken away by Rapa Ranjit or Ravandabar Films, the production company belonging to Dhanush. He has also claimed that on many occasions Ranjit has claimed that the movie is about the King Karikalan, and he says that he had the same script which he had shared with Rajinikanth's friend, close associate Satyanarayanan 5 years ago, and has been after him for 5 years to direct the movie for Superstar. He claims that he has evidence to show that in the media also there were reports about him wanting to do a movie on Karikalan with superstar Rajinikanth. So based on this, he had gone to the court with the plagiarism charges. But now the Madras High Court then had asked Ranjit, Rajinikanth and Dhanush to appear before the court and give a explanation. Their counsels today appeared and said they need 1 more week's time, considering that the movie shoot is happening in Mumbai and they need 1 more week's time to give a reply. And sources from the Ranjit side tell us that there is no plagiarism involved and they have enough evidence to prove that.
All right, Priyamvata, thank you so much for joining us and getting us all the news related to the two big superstars of Tamil cinema. Moving on now to the state of affairs in Bihar, Lalu Yadav's son and the Deputy Chief Minister of the state, Tejasvi Yadav, today finally broke his silence on the corruption charges that he faces. After the crucial cabinet meet that was called by the Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Tejasvi Yadav was seen hitting out at the BJP government, saying it's a conspiracy by the government and an attempt to break the opposition unity.
ये पॉलिटिकली वेंडेटा के हिसाब से बीजेपी के राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र, अमित शाह और नरेंद्र मोदी जी के षड्यंत्र के हिसाब से ये केस कराया गया है। हमें पता नहीं कि लालू जी से तो ये लोग डरते थे, लेकिन इस 28 साल के नौजवान से भी इन लोगों का अपना पड़ रहा है, ये हमारे समझ में नहीं है। महागठबंधन अटूट है, अटूट रहेगा।
And despite facing mounting pressure to step down from the post of the Deputy Chief Minister after he was accused of corruption by the CBI, Tejasvi Yadav seems to be quite relaxed and unaffected with all the noise and charges of corruption. Here he is, seen playing cricket with his nephews. Only yesterday, Nitish Kumar had given the RJD a time period of 4 days to decide on the fate of Lalu's son, who's the Deputy Chief Minister. But these visuals were taken while Nitish Kumar was holding that crucial meeting with his party leaders to decide on the future course of the alliance between the JDU and the RJD. But despite the denial, here is clinching evidence against the RJD chief Lalu Prasad Yadav, with India Today accessing documents that exposes the railway scam. In fact, CBI has alleged that the former railway minister did receive prime property in Patna as quid pro quo for awarding tenders to a single company. Here's more in this report.
Tough times ahead for RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family members. With India Today are the documents that indicate glaring irregularities in Indian Railways Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited award of tenders to Sujata Private Hotels in 2006, during Lalu's tenure as the railway minister. The CBI has alleged that the former Bihar Chief Minister took 3 acres of land as bribe for avoiding tenders to develop, maintain and operate IRCTC hotels in Ranchi and Puri. The CBI case is that Kochar brothers Vijay and Vinay, both directors of Sujata Hotels, gave away the 3-acre land to Delight Marketing Company Private Limited, managed by Lalu's confidant Sarla Gupta for 1.47 crores. A price way lower than the actual price of 94 crores. This property was transferred to Lalu's relatives over a period of years, and in return, the tender was tilted in favor of Sujata Hotels. The tenders for Ranchi and Puri hotels were priced higher than the Delhi hotels. The CBI investigations revealed that Lalu Prasad Yadav kept complete track of the tender proceedings initiated by the IRCTC. While the CBI conducted day-long searches in 12 locations last week, Lalu Prasad Yadav termed it as witch hunt and called the CBI's action a political vendetta. With Atir Khan, Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif had a fun-filled session and discussion with the students of Vasant Valley. Their movie Jagga Jasoos is out in theatre this weekend. Take a look.
One of the finest institutes in the country, to our biggest stars, Ranbir Kapoor, Katrina Kaif. Can we have a huge round of applause, kids? Welcome to Vasant Valley School. Today, your memories from school, I mean, it is something, it's an experience that, you know, you carry on with yourself for the rest of your life. Your school experience and watching these young guns here today.
Well, when I was in school, I always wanted to get out of school. Because I was like, abhi ho gaya, I want to go to college, I don't want to wear a uniform, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want, periods and teachers and all of that. But once you get out of school, it's really, you realize the value of school, because I don't think these days will ever come back in your life, the kind of friends you'll make, your relationship with your teachers, the sports that you guys will involve yourself in, and other things, like debates and other clubs that you guys make. I was very below average in school. I sucked at everything. I was decent in football, so I guess I felt really alive when I played soccer. But that was it. That was my school life.
Katrina, for you, school days?
My school days were quite unusual because I was homeschooled. So when I see all these kids here today. It looks so fun because I always, you know, when you're at home and you always see all the kids in the class, I always wondered what it would be like to have so many friends and be in a room with so many kids.
And now on to our very special segment, It's Gone Viral, where we are going to be taking you through all the trends, videos and images which are setting the internet on fire. Take a look.
On number 5 is the video that has left social media stunned, and why not? Social media users can't get over the friendship between this little girl and her pet python. Yes, you heard it right. Facebook user Ed Tauka uploaded several videos and images of his 4-year-old daughter with a 12-foot-long python. A video of them watching TV has gone viral on social media and has clocked millions of views. This video of a cop in a not-so-fierce battle with a turtle has got over 23 million views on Facebook. In the hilarious video, the cop is seen trying to nervously grab the turtle to put it in a box. However, a slight movement from the animal causes him to go into a martial arts mode. Coldplay's Dublin gig became special for a very special fan. A wheelchair user named Rob was lifted up during the Croc Park show and the crowd served him onto the stage, where he accompanied frontman Chris Martin by playing harmonica on a seemingly improvised acoustic song about the Irish capital. Now believe it or not, but this beetle on your screen is a recognized artist courtesy internet. Spike the Beetle is the latest art star of the animal world on social media. Not only he has won many hearts with his art, but also his work is being sold on e-commerce websites with bids reaching as much as $130. Ravi Shastri's appointment as head coach of Indian cricket team has triggered a flash flood of memes and trolls on social media. And we chose the best ones for you.